which got announced.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Which got announced this past week. Well, it got announced, but it didn't get announced. Like, they announced that there will be a follow-up to the Switch, and it will be announced in the next year. But it will not be announced at the next Direct or anything like that. So people are thinking, like, this shit probably won't be announced until, what, fucking November? One of those Directs?
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what... Are you hoping for a Switch 2 that just you can play all your older games on it, and the new games, like, it just has backwards compatibility? Or what do you want from a new Switch or new console?
Were we gonna get into what? Or do you want me to bring up the leaks of last week, or are we not gonna talk about that until they're verified?
What leaks are you talking about?
Supposedly, from an inside source, backwards compatibility is going to be a thing. Electromagnetic Joy-Cons. That way you don't have to slide them up and down. They're supposed to be able to just right there on the sides. A bigger screen, and it's supposed to support full 4K 1080i. But that's all that's really leaked so far. But if any of that is true, that tells me all I need to know about the fact that they're not getting too creative. They're not getting, they're not shooting for the stars like they did when they went from, what was it, the GameCube to the Wii.
Oh yeah.
I think, they're doing what's worked for them. They're making it better. And if there's any truth to backwards compatibility, they'll finally have a loyal fan base that doesn't load themselves every time they drop $60 on a game. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo doesn't throw us a bone very often. But if you're going to give me a better console, give me a reason to buy it, but I can still plug in Tears of the Kingdom and it looks even better than it did on the console that I replaced, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just a systematic upgrade. Again, those are leaked rumors, but apparently at least 2 or 3 of them were, confirmed with air quotes.
I don't know how I feel about it, because on one hand, like you said, Nintendo is there and they're never consumer friendly. They're going to try to make a buck no matter what. And if, like, what you said is true, if this just seems like an upgrade from the Switch rather than a brand new console, which I think everybody kind of just assumed that it would be just an upgrade more so than anything. But here's my thing, and it kind of lends credit to maybe this is a more souped up version of the Switch, or maybe it's a brand new console, is, have you noticed that there's just not many Switch games coming out?
Yes, I have.
Tears of the Kingdom, and then what was the name of the Mario Wonder? And they have a game here or there. What was it? Fucking Peach's Castle or some shit like that. Princess Peach. They haven't released many games, honestly.
Yeah, that's been kind of all quiet on the Eastern Front with Nintendo.
So that tells me either A, they're gearing up to make the new games strictly Switch 2 compatible, where you cannot play it on the OG Switch, or it's a brand new console. And I don't know which one I would go with. I'd probably lean more towards you just can't play these types of games on the first Switch.
Nintendo specific games after release date of the console is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I would think that would probably be. I mean, that's a very Nintendo thing to do. But honestly, with some of the shit they've done in the past, I would feel less fucked by that, than if it's an entirely new console that doesn't have a feature that really catches my attention.
Something tells me that they're going to put out an upgraded version of Tears of the Kingdom for this new console. And something tells me they're going to make you pay $70 again. Some people were saying, "Oh, maybe they'll make you pay like $10, like all the new, like, PlayStation and Xbox will charge you like $10 to get the upgraded version." I don't think they'll do that at all. I think they'll make you pay the $70 for the upgraded version. What do you think?
Probably, if that's the way they do it, like if they actually release the game again. But like my thing is, and look, I'm not gonna say it can't happen. I have no dog in this race at all. But like, what can you really do to Tears of the Kingdom to make it better?
Besides sigilly.
Like,
Uh,
like what was it missing? Though?
I didn't really have any performance issues. A lot of people said there was performance issues. I never had any.
I didn't have a single one. I take that back. I glitched out one time, but it was because I was dodging the friggin' update.
He was trying to do the little cheat code of getting like infinite arrows or some shit and glitched out.
I needed some money. I was like, I'm not doing this yet. I need more money. I don't have any money. I was building my stuff. I actually put that game in like 2 weeks ago for like an hour and just flew around and piloted my death machines for a bit. But that's like, yeah, you know, if they do that, and that's cool in concept. And to be honest, if it was like a 30-hour addition to the story, and I just had the money to afford both the game and console or bundle or whatever it came with, if it's like an extra 30 or 40 hours, I'm sure it would reel a lot of people in. But I don't really know what you could add to use that as a selling point to drop $550 on, you know. I don't know.
That's true. I didn't think about DLC. We haven't gotten any DLC for it. So that could be a potential selling point right there. Listen, I think they needed to improve a lot of things in the Switch, and if they're just doing just a souped up, I can play 4K, which for some reason I don't think that's going to happen. Something tells me it's just going to be a moderate upgrade from what we have. Look, Nintendo has just never been the type of company that supports and pushes out high quality graphics. They're all their games just don't really need it, honestly. It's all about art design.
Most of them don't.
Now, if they want to go more of the third party route of incorporating some bigger name games, I'll just throw one out there. It's not going to by any means, so don't take this as, oh, I'm predicting this game will come out. Like, we'll say Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, more games like that can be on the Switch now versus them using it more for first-party aspects. I think that's more likely, but for some reason, I don't think they're going to do a huge-ass upgrade in terms of that. But I could be wrong, and I probably will be wrong.
Well, the logic and the argument behind that rumor that got leaked when the guy was talking about it, the video I watched, he was saying that supposedly it's going to be able to run 4K on dock mode. But to do that even on dock mode, you have to have the software in handheld mode to support at least 1080i. So I don't really care about the 4K in dock mode. That ain't really shit to me. On the rare occasion that I ever play my Switch in dock mode, it's not for very long. Because if I'm at home sitting down playing a video game, I'm going to be playing my PlayStation anyway. But if you're going to take my Switch screen from 720i to 1080i, even with, you know, the vibrant Nintendo jovial graphics we all know and love, I'm there for that. If that's, you know. Because the jump from 720 to 4K is unreasonable to be holding in your hand and looking at it. I understand that.
Shout out.
But even from 720 to 1080, no, I didn't shout out. That's not unreasonable at all.
But no.
Walk around in 1080i.
I just, look, I'm cautiously optimistic about the Switch 2 because I just know Nintendo is just going to try to fuck us somehow with this.
Oh, yes. No, they will. That's understood at this point. They're going to try somehow.